Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. Seriously, what are you supposed to say right after sex? Enjoy the silence asterisk. All I ever wanted. All I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. An artist respects the silence that serves as the foundation of creativity. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend my services to a friend? 10. I really hate my friends. You fucking killed him, dude. Once I went to shake my boyfriend's hand and he looked at me confused and said, "No, I will not shake your hand." Should have gone for a fist bump. GG. He probably wasn't ready for hand holding yet. Didn't want to get her pregnant. Good game. Edit. Thank you everyone, I'll be here all week. GGS. No re. Sorry bro, can't talk yet, she's in gulag. My wife and I say this to each other. We've also started coming up with new and different things to make each other laugh. My favorite so far is to gently whisper in her ear, "I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty." Me and the hubs like to do this too. Definitely the best so far was right during his orgasm I yelled, "There she blows." Thanks for coming. Thank you, come again. Cash out. Thunder comes after lightning. Just mutter, "Wow. My ex did that, and it always felt like he was more than satisfied." As for me, I'd roll over and just grunt, "That man was amazing." This but the Owen Wilson, "Wow." This but the Daniel Stern in Home Alone 2 quote when he fell through the floor of the old brownstone, "Wow. What a hole." A girl once said I really needed that to me afterward before collapsing on me and passing out. Older me understands that this absolutely doesn't mean that I was a rock star that night, but damn if it didn't stick with me. You gave her what she needed. I'd take that as a win. I had a girl say that was a real mind scrambler. This happened 25 years ago and I still puff my chest thinking about it. Can you complete an online survey? How did we do? Click here to give feedback. Powered by Quiltroix. What are we? We are farmers. Bum bada bum 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 bum. Well, we certainly aren't virgins. As a married guy, I love you followed by a flop and cuddle me either. Probably also works for women, but I'm not one, so can't say for sure. Edit to be inclusive to all age groups, as my original statement could be misconstrued as disrespectful. Wow, that was awesome. I love you. Can you hand me my water? Every time. I always say beer me. Beer me that water. Gets a laugh like a quarter of the time. Yay, it's usually 5 minimum of cuddling, a big sigh followed with "I guess we should get back out there," me jumping in for quick shower, her peeing so she doest get a UT, unlocking our door and making sure the kids are still watching cartoons. This is us, the 50% of the time the youngest still cock blocks me by trying to open the door. I feel like the movie Gladiator when I put on cartoons. Are you not entertained? I'm still stuck in the dryer. Stop messing with step dryer. I had an old lay who was wild and fun and she used to say, "Attaboy, sailor," and extend her hand for a high five. That was oddly cathartic, while very silly. Now with my wife it is, "I love you." I read this 5 times thinking you said old lady. It was only your comment that fixed it for me, thank you kind friend. I'm sorry. That's what I say when I wake up in bed with a woman. That's what I say when I wake up. My wife will be home any minute, Tom, get the fuck out. You said we could cuddle. And you said you were a grower. If you're actually looking for a serious answer, you're incredible or something equally flattering has worked well for me. Honestly, it's usually, "I can't reach the wipes." Hurry, it's gonna get everywhere. Edit, thanks for the gold. Hubby laughed his butt off when I showed him my highest voted comment ever, was about the cleanup. You want to eat pizza? Edit. Lol, this blew up. I've never had sex. But I'm happy that at least I know what to say after the deed. Definitely going to say this when my time comes. Do you know about Pagea? Do you F asterisk with the war? This B asterisk TCH don't know about Pagea. You don't have to go home but you can't stay here. Shuts legs. Cluzigti I'm. Have you heard about Raid Shadow Legends? I prefer to pause midway through for the unskippable Raid Shadow Legends ad. Oh, go harder, baby. You know what gets harder to find? A good game. That's where Raid Shadow Legends comes in. How much was it again? Do you take Venmo? Flawless victory. Finish her. There was a comedian I saw a clip of, forgot his name, said the walls were pretty thin and he said that while their neighbors were having sex and said that in his best Mortal Kombat voice. They laughed. About 10 minutes later he said he heard the guy say in his Mortal Kombat voice round 2. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Once I dated a guy, for like 2 weeks, who would get on his knees after sex and repent. It was supremely uncomfortable. Say to him now, you're the one on their knees. Well, I can tell you what not to say. A Redditor mentioned a while back right after he quoted the movie Babe. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Edit, dag y'all. Thanks for the gold. Who knew a quick work poop comment would generate such joy? Are you fucking sorry? You like that, you fucking are? Oh my god, haha. I said it to my husband, with the accent and everything. And his face, he seemed caught between bewildered and deeply amused. 10/10 would quote again. Cowabunga. Cowabunga. I didn't come. Cowabummer. My fiancé and I high-five each other and say nice one. Haha, yep. Sometimes the wife will do like the success kid meme and be like, oh yeah. I still got it. Haha. Sex is supposed to be fun, I think. Like a friendly game of tennis. Except the point of the game is to volley for as long as possible. You're not allowed score until she does. If you score first, you both lose. If you score first, you both lose. No, just number. I apologize if the tone of this response isn't the nicest, but we, as men, need to stop perpetuating this message. Sex does not end just because the man has an orgasm. It's okay for the man to orgasm first. Take the time afterwards to make sure your partner's needs are met. Seriously guys, it takes the average woman 13 minutes to orgasm and your average man 7. Most likely, you're going to have to do some homework. I always tell my husband thank you and good job. It's polite. When it's really good, I'll wait a few days and buy him one of those great job balloons from the dollar store. Edit, you'll laugh all day long. I've been doing the balloon thing since before we were married, and even though he probably doesn't care, I absolutely love doing it. Words of affirmation and gifts are my love language. His is something silly like acts of service. I did my servicing in bed already. 10/10 recommend balloons. Lol, I'm seeing someone who always says thank you as she reaches orgasm. It threw me off at first, but it's always nice to thanked for a job well done. Haha. Just pat him on the head when you say it. But then how do I know if I've been a good boy? Top-notch intercourse, lady, alas, the hormones have run their course and I now find you revolting, so if you wouldn't mind calling yourself a taxi, you'll find change in the bowl by the front door. Cheerio. I need to find a way to stop the hormones from running their course. You can't. You just eventually find someone that doesn't make you think, what the fuck did I do? After sex. Well. Edit, well. Such up bodies. Owen Wilson. Nothing. Be in the moment. My wife and I usually just cuddle. I used to say to my ex, that was some primo fucky. He hated it. Thanks for the quality dawn, Chemo Zabe. What's your name again? And who did I tell you I was? It's always good to be frank and earnest with women. In New York I'm frank, in Chicago I'm earnest. Edit, thanks for all the upvotes. In case anyone doesn't know, this is a slightly paraphrased version of a joke told by Samuel L. Jackson's character in The Long Kiss Goodnight. Did you come? I can eat pussy till you do. Sorry I was so quick, I usually don't last very long. Bro, eat it first. He likes the taste of his own cum. Own it. Get them finger muscles flexing. That's when you try to sell them your NFTs. Do you want to be your own boss? Perhaps I love you, or maybe that was amazing or something to that effect. Some quotation marks would have helped with clarity on this one. I read it at first as a recommendation to say perhaps I love you. I read it the same at first glance and had to give it the double take. Or perhaps I love you, or maybe that was just amazing. Nothing, normally too out of breath to speak. Check your heart rate on your Fitbit, roll over and fall asleep. You'll wear Fitbits during sex, then check them after. Lol, okay. I wear mine all the time unless I'm swimming or showering. That's sort of the point. It's kind of fun to see how many steps or minutes of activity sex gets you, and what the Fitbit guesses you were doing. We apparently do lots of elliptical. Hell yeah, sometimes I see what my heart rate is halfway through. HMM, does she say anything? Lol, can you get me a towel?